back. So, you guys have decided to get some rest, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's what we had hoped to accomplish.
All right. I closed a window that I shouldn't have, so...
Oh, no. Thanks. We rely on you.
It wasn't fantasy.
And that's why you fail. Right. So, I wanted to say before, Rowan, you set down for your trance, you've got time to work with those materials you've gathered.
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and make a skill check with your herbalism kit?
Did that run off of wisdom or intelligence?
I'll tell you what, borrowing from the new rule set, why don't we let you use your proficiency in the kit and a skill that you think is relevant, whether it be medicine or nature. And if you have both, you can do it with advantage.
I do have both.
Go for it.
So, medicine, which I already have proficiency in, plus proficiency with advantage?
No, you provide the proficiency from one of them, and then the other one provides you advantage.
Gotcha. $25.
That's a hell of a roll. Yeah, you get to work with your. Where are you working in the back of the wagon? You might need
probably.
You might need a small flame or something, but I imagine you're.
I got one.
Yeah. Yeah. So you spend a couple hours, and as you're working, you actually find that these are far more potent than you're used to seeing. You usually see them carefully grown and cultivated. These ones are wild and sturdy, and they have an abundance of the substance that you need. And by the end of the 2 hours, you have produced 9 potions of Frost Bloom Draft.
That's so many.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Nice.
Rolling a 25, you got a big bonus.
Is there an item for that somewhere, or just
yeah, there
down?
is.
Items.
Can you guys claim items from the party sheet if I put it in there?
I have not tried.
I think we've had issue with that before.
Well, I'll put it in there for now just so that we know you have it, and I'll set the number to 9.
Yeah, it won't let me take it.
Okay.
There's something that shouldn't be in there anymore either.
We'll manage that later. All right. Well, with that taken care of, you were able to then get some rest. Are you guys posting a watch?
I think we had decided to, because there are people here we don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Sounds like something we do.
Who is
Sylra
on
will go first.
All right. Give me a perception check. Night seems to be pretty calm. Not much going on.
He sees nothing.
But your watch is not interrupted. Who's on second? Rowan, you have an option of being on second since you finished your potion making in 2 hours.
Sure, I'll take second.
All right. So give me your perception. Yeah, this campsite seems to be pretty calm. There's not much happening. The stars are looking nice. You can see an occasional patrol going by. All seems good. Who are you waking?
Well, Ren can't see in the dark, so.
It's me.
All right, let's get a perception check from Rio. Yeah, Rio, nothing much seemed to be happening here either, though you do take note that at one point, two of the men protecting the other caravan do kind of lead two horses away from camp and leave for a time. Towards the end of your watch, they do return, and you can see that they're they're a little worn out. The horses are panting. Other than that,
Noted.
nothing much occurs.
Do we know who in the, like, was it the two lead guys that left, or just
Not your
random
caravan.
Oh,
Two of
the
the
other
Blue
one?
Fangs. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, people you don't know.
I'll probably mention that once everyone wakes up.
Are you waking Ren for fourth watch, or?
Yeah, I'll wake her up, and then if it's not, like, if it's still too dark, I'll offer to cast light for her.
So Sylra's probably finished trancing by now, too.
That's true.
Let's do Sylra then. Ren needs her beauty sleep.
Fair enough.
The
Not
one
that
who could
Sylra's not
look,
beautiful.
the one who could look like anything needs her beauty sleep.
So I'm guessing another perception then.
Yes, please. It's a beautiful morning.
He is masking his faces that he usually does. I'm just like, I can't tell anymore.
But there is no interruption to your rest. You all get your full rest, and by the time Ren is up, the camp is already alive with people going about their business. There's people gathering water. There's fire pits kind of being covered in dirt, and wagons being reloaded. And you can do as you see fit.
I'll fill Ren in the morning too about the two guys, because she seemed pretty sus about them.
When has she ever not? Yeah, she's just like, can't really say I know what people get up to out here, so maybe that's a normal thing.
Maybe they just heard more of those monsters that we did.
Maybe. If they looked tired, they were quite persistent, and if there was only two of them out there, then that may have been more of a problem. Did everyone is up now?
Yes.
And I think Ren is looking pretty. She has all of her stuff together. She's all like piled on the wagon. She's just kind of like waiting to see if the caravan is gonna get going. And she is looking around at the others while they wait, and she goes, "Did you happen to have any more dreams, Brielle?"
Did I have another dream? I don't think I did. I think it was the night before. Nope, not this time. Did you? I don't want to know about it, but just like Not detailed.
No, I actually had a bit of a difficult time staying asleep last night, unfortunately.
Because of the cold?
Just because of things on my mind. I am eager to get to the city and deal with this job.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous about this whole thing, but
About the
it'll be
job?
nice to learn. Yeah, because like we're supposed to learn stuff about Verglass, and I'm worried that I'm too stupid to understand it. And like I know I put my foot in my mouth a lot, so I'm really worried that if this guy doesn't like Drindle, who's like a wonderful person, then what are they gonna think about me? Are they gonna hate me right off the bat? And I'm a little nervous. My business banks on this. My parents' business.
Yeah, I understand that. However, I do think that you are a lot warmer than Drindle. He's politics are complicated, and I feel like it's not all about knowing the person, and I can't imagine anyone knowing you and not finding you at least a little bit charming.
Thanks. That actually means a lot.
And as for the feeling too stupid, I've watched you since we joined up, and well, you've been figuring out things that I didn't think were possible. The whole learning magic, that's not an easy thing to do.
I mean, I'm still learning every day about that. But it's a lot, but I'm trying.
I don't think I've seen anyone pick it up quite as quickly, though.
How many magic users do you know?
Oh, well, that's... My mother, for one, is very skilled in magic. And I've grown up watching her and the people that she works with use it my whole life.
Oh. And you
And
didn't
she-
get any?
Oh, well, my mother's not my real mother. She didn't really care to train me in that aspect anyway.
Well, that's rude.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Do you want me to teach you? Actually, you're probably better with Rowan, but I can try.
Maybe someday. I think that would be interesting. At the very least, would you be willing to, I don't know, spar sometime, but while you're using
Always.
your magic?
Oh, yeah, I could try. I don't know a lot, but
Well, maybe
I'll try.
Practice with you might help me a little bit.
That'd be great.
All right, well, it's a date then.
It's a get together in the mountains, because that's where you're supposed to train.
All right, well, Ren and Brielle have a training session in their future.
Yep.
What do Sylra and Rowan make of their morning?
You get the wagon ready. Yeah.
If
Fair enough.
there's enough time, Sylra is going to take out the scroll that she found when she was coming over on the ship or whatnot. Not the other magic.
Sorry, the scroll what?
the scroll that she found on her way to whatever the place is, like the first one. I'm sorry, you didn't give me any information about it. It's the one that she found in like the underground when she was coming up.
The scroll that you found in the other underground.
With like the weird skeleton
The one Harith had?
stuff.
The weird skeleton stuff.
I have notes, okay. Take them out.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Is this something from your backstory or something that happened in game?
Session 0 basically said that she found this thing and she just hasn't had the time to look at it. I mean, if you don't even remember it, then that's fine.
No, absolutely. You can peruse that. It is not in a language you understand. So what you can glean from it will be minimal, but you're welcome to make an Arcana check.
Yes, that's what she wants to do. She's just gonna do like as often as she can.
You look it over, and after like a good 20 minutes or so, there's very little of it that's making sense to you yet. It's written in a language you don't understand. It does seem to be, at least in parts, codified magic writing, but the type of magic it is not the type of magic that you do. And with all the context around it being in a language you don't understand, it is it's just a mystery at this moment.
She's gonna sort of put it back in her bag. Frustrated, but like happier that she sort of understands a little bit. Like it's not magic that she does, so like okay.
All right. Well, at that point, you hear the call from the top of the caravan, and people start going once more. At this point, the opposite caravan is also getting prepared to leave, heading southward. And you hit the road once more. Is there anything anyone's trying to accomplish while on the wagon?
Me, I'll try to look out for danger. I'm not very good at it though.
Sure. Give me perception checks in the tower for anyone who's watching for danger. And all right. Yeah, Ren, it's looking to be a pretty cold and unpleasant day, but other than that, nothing's really striking your interest. Sylra, you do notice, as well as you, Rowan, that there is there's a sort of collection of large birds somewhere to the east of the road, quite a ways east from what you can tell, somewhere beyond the tree line, way off in the distance. The land kind of slopes down as it goes eastward, and you can see, like, way off in the distance, a fair bit of animal activity out there, but there are dots in the sky. But that's about it. You travel for about an hour before you come to a fairly deep and wide cavern cut into the ground by a roaring river about 80 feet below. The large stonework bridge is 60 feet wide and spans the gap of about 90 feet. It's pretty marvelous to behold, especially out here in the middle of nowhere. But for connecting northern region from the southern cities, it was an absolute necessity. To those who have an eye for it, it's clearly of elven architecture, which you would know normally would take a very long time to build something of this size, but the spectacle of it has been sort of muted by the haste with which it was needed. The moment the wagon crosses onto the stonework bridge, Sylra, you can begin to hear whispers in the back of your mind, and your vision slowly fades until all you can see is the bridge. And as that happens, you once again have this vision. You're crossing the bridge. It's like you're floating through the air against your will. You cross the bridge and move forward about another 400 or 500 feet. And then there is a very faded old trail to the left, and you turn and follow it up. It winds back and forth up through the hills. And there you see in front of a great tree a hooded figure. And then you snap back to it, and you are present with the others in the wagon once more.
Tree that I keep envisioning. It's coming up soon. She sort of says, not knowing who she's told she can't remember anymore. Mainly, I can't remember anymore.
I know she told Ren. I don't know if she told the others about it.
I don't think you did.
Do we need to stop then?
Do we need to stop them? No, I don't think so.
Do we need to stop though?
Oh, stop, yes. Possibly we might have to. I mean, I could probably just run off. I just don't know how long I'll be.
You're gonna run off into the woods to meet someone you've been having visions about and you don't know who they are by yourself.
I mean, it's not ideal, but
Wait, you've been having visions of someone?
I know we've talked about this and I didn't say anyone, but yes. They're a hooded figure. I know nothing about them, but it seems like I need to pass something off to them. And I don't know why. Well, I think I sort of know why, but I don't. That's all I have. That's all I have to do is just pass the bridge. I follow an old trail, and I just hand it off. This hooded figure by the tree.
Have you seen yourself coming away from this unscathed?
Well, I haven't had any visions of me getting hurt. So, but it usually just stops there.
Riel's like making all these faces, and she's just like, you know, if I wanted you to do something, and this is just me saying it, I would not ever do this. But if I wanted you to do something and something bad could happen to you in the end result, I probably wouldn't tell you that part.
Okay, but if something bad happened to me and it's my patron that was saying that I should go and do something, that would be sort of bad for them too.
Hmm.
But
The
I get what you're
consequence is
saying.
part of the
Yeah.
pact. I got it.
Yes.
Rowan, I think that we need to stop after the bridge up ahead here, and we might need to tell the others that we'll catch up.
Kind of hard to do while we're moving if we.
And
Maybe we can
Ren,
pull up around side or something.
The bridge
Yeah.
is wide enough to absolutely accommodate another wagon.
there you go.
You know, pull up.
How far are you pulling up? Like are you just pulling up to the next wagon, which would be Nadia's, or are you going all the way to the front?
Probably start there, and then maybe go, because like, hey, you're at the back of the wagon now. Like, you're the back of the wagon train now. Heads up. You know, I feel like that would be a little rude to not.
Yeah.
Especially if she's relying on us for like
Yeah.
protection.
She goes, I don't like that.
We're gonna catch back up, right? There's a detour we need to make. We're gonna catch back up pretty soon, I think.
How long should we warn the caravan master?
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can get up there and let him know, and then dip off for a minute. We'll be back.
Well, okay. I'll be extra careful while you're gone.
You know what? I'm gonna. This is fun. Just a little here. I'm gonna cast aid, just in
Nadia?
case, and I'll hit some of the party too. But yeah, I'm gonna cast aid on Nadia.
Give her five extra hit points.
Yeah,
All right.
and Sylra and Ren get that too. You know what? I'll do it at 3rd level. 10 extra hit points.
All right.
How far is like? I'm trying to imagine 1 mile because I could establish a connection with Nadia to let us know if there's danger, but that only goes for a mile.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're traveling about 25 miles a day in like 8 hours of travel. So if you want to do the math there.
Okay.
About 3 miles an hour.
In about 20 minutes, she'd be out of range.
I'll leave it then, because there probably will be more than 20 minutes.
Keep pulling up, see if he can at least get up to another like official wagon, I guess.
Yeah, like there really only is the one at the front, where it also has 2 horsemen, like one on either side. But the one on the left side that sees you approaching kind of arcs out wide so that you can come up in between, and like kind of allows you to do what you're doing. You can see the aged caravan master. Doesn't look as old as he certainly seems, but he's there holding the reins. Oh, hello.
We need to make a small detour up ahead here a little bit, so we just wanted to let you know we'll be back before too long. Today for sure. Hopefully, a couple of hours tops.
Oh. All right. It's not. It's a little unorthodox, you understand.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Well, Cedric, would you mind the rear? And I guess we'll see you in Yeti's Foot.
We'll be quick.
Very good. Oh.
This guy needs to like go to a spa or something.
Right?
We get this guy a hot spring and a massage.
I mean, he'd probably appreciate it.
Maybe there's one in Nitty's foot.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, you split off from the group. Are you like falling back behind, or are you going to kind of kick off in front of them? And
Oh, he said we'd be fast. Let's go.
yeah, absolutely. You head up the road, and as you continue on, you cross the bridge and make your way. The road's a lot rougher than the bridge, so as soon as you kind of come off the stonework, you're like, and you realize that you have to draw it back a little bit. But as the trail approaches, Sylra has a sort of another flash, and you can see it ahead of you on the left side. It's almost invisible. Rowan, you see trails everywhere. To you, it's like you're like Neo. You're just kind of everywhere you look. You're like, well, that's where chipmunks normally run through. Um, but to anyone else, this would be essentially like completely unseeable. But in this moment, Silver, you can feel the eye on the trail, almost like it's superimposed on your vision, and it sort of calls to you. The whispering gets a little louder in the back of your head as you get closer. So I assume you direct Rowan towards it, and Rowan, you're able to.
I was just gonna say, should we maybe not accompany you all the way there, though? Just in case they don't like that you have company.
Yeah, that might be a good thing to sort of stay back a bit.
Okay, just make sure you let Rowan know in enough time.
Do you got me in your pocket again? Seemed to work out well for you last time.
It's another kissing encounter.
I don't think as a spider you're going to be able to help her if she falls down.
I can
that's
stop
what
being a
seems to-
spider real fast.
Okay, because that seems to happen a lot with these
Yeah,
situations
Yeah.
when she hears things.
Just going to look at Rowan and just be like, "Are you comfortable coming back with me?"
Oh yeah. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, because we haven't really talked about what happened. I'm a little embarrassed still, but
Hey, I figured you were comfortable with it. You knew I was there, so if you were comfy, I was comfy.
well, it might be good, and then I can have a connection too with Ren. We won't be that far away from each other, so it's not like I'll be alone.
Oh well. Just let me know when to stop the wagon and I'll scoop.
Would she know how far they have until then? Because Cheryl does not know distances.
Basically, it's the distance itself is hard to tell because you're floating through it ethereally when you have this vision, and the speed is sort of hard to determine. However, you do know that it goes up into the wooded foothills, and there is a clear point where you're out in the open.
Okay. She'll relay that to everyone and just be like, "What do you think is the best idea?" Because she does not know. She doesn't understand, above ground stuff. Underground stuff she'd be fine with, but this is just like,
Maybe just before we clear the trees.
yeah. Yeah, I
If
guess
I'm understanding you right, Shanks, it's like trees, open space, then gnarly tree.
Like the place you're going to get to this big tree is a flat surface that's been cleared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
We should maybe we can see it from the edge of the woods if it's been cleared, so we could tell then.
that's true. Okay. Well, guess we should keep going.
Yeah. So, Rowan, as you steer the wagon off of the main road onto this little trail, you're only able to go about 20 feet before you realize it will be impossible to get this wagon up the trail. A single horse would have difficulty.
I guess we gotta walk, actually.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's fine. Why are you sorry?
Because this has nothing to do with you guys, and I'm dragging you into who knows what. I don't even know what.
We wouldn't be very good friends if we let you walk up here by yourself.
Right?
Exactly.
I'm not used to the whole friend.
Since you're going, we're also gonna go.
I don't think you would let any of us do the same.
Debatable, but yeah.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
No, It's not you.
Okay.
She sort of like elbows her. It's just like she's totally joking.
She'll like grab your arm like before. I'm afraid you're gonna fall down as we get closer to the place.
Either you're gonna kiss someone or fall down. We're not sure.
Yeah, right? We're
No, just
It
falls
turns out
down
it's
on
just
the
a
lap.
hidden
not in
bar.
her pocket. I think we're safe.
All right. Well, you guys make your way up this narrow trail. It's poorly defined and clearly not traveled often. It weaves through the trees and the brush, the snowy foothills, seemingly at random. It takes a couple hours before the trail emerges on a flat, rocky plain, which is where you guys wanted to stop, if I understand correctly.
Mhm.
Yep.
Um,
That's a lot further than I thought we were gonna go.
Yeah, it's a journey. It weaves. The funny thing is, if it was a direct path, it would be a lot shorter. But with the forest and
wait
the
a
hills and
minute.
everything,
We've only
If
gone
somebody-
like 50 feet.
if somebody cast fly on you, you'd be there in 5 minutes.
Oh.
If you guys would like to make a stealth check,
Yeah, I'll
to hide in the trees, you can do it with a +5 for the tree cover.
Cool. I was thinking about popping a pass without trace too.
You're also welcome to do that.
I think I'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a +15 to your stealth check. Ren's
Thank
gonna
you.
just disappear. She's hit the
Yep.
ethereal plane, I'm sure.
My lowest roll would
Oh, your
be in
armor.
the 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, same.
Oh my good god. I don't usually expose these things. You guys know what you're coming with for stealth and stuff. But Rowan's was fantastic, but Ren's was
Whoa.
44.
That's awesome.
Just having fun. I don't know.
Sylra being sneaky too.
Yar, not
but
here.
As you get up to the tree line, you all hide, especially with Pass Without Trace, and you're not there. You can see that as it emerges on this rocky plain, directly ahead of you, about 300 feet away, is a massive ancient tree, completely barren of leaves. Its twisted branches reaching out in all directions as though stretching out to touch the sky. Standing directly in front of the tree is a figure covered in dark purple robes, a hood pulled over their head concealing their identity. There is stonework under his feet, a large circular dais, raised only a few inches from the surrounding soil, but intricate and old. There are old worn patterns painted on the surface of it that are indistinguishable now. The figure stands unmoving, anticipating your approach.
This guy's just been standing here this whole time that you've been getting the visions.
Possibly. Oh goodness. If she's gonna look at Rowan and be like, "Well, pocket trip, or do you want to stay here since you can see?"
I'll jump in the pocket.
That will take them out of Pass Without Trace.
Oh shit.
That's true. But I think Ren will be okay subtracting 10 from that.
Will Brielle.
Will I?
Well, I guess that's up to you then, Sylra. Would you... 300 feet's kind of a long way.
She is going to brave it
All right.
and just be like, "I'd rather you guys be safe. If anything happens, you can see me. Just get there as fast as you can if
Will do.
need be."
I'll be up here, and she's going to establish a connection between. Wait, is it my proficiency or double my proficiency?
It's your proficiency, I believe.
Okay, then it'll be me me, Brielle, and Sylra then.
Well, you can do all three of them. It's you don't count as one of them.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, then all of us.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, your mental link goes up. So are you heading towards them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You head out from the tree line, and to the casual observer, you seem to just sort of materialize suddenly about 30 feet ahead of the tree line, having been blending with it so perfectly up until then. And you make your approach. The figure continues to stand completely unmoving, no matter how long it takes you to get there. And as you approach the dais, you can actually see that behind the tree, about another 200 feet down a well-worn footpath, is an entrance into the mountainside adorned by a carved archway depicting spear-wielding humanoids with serpent-like features pointing towards a 9-pointed star.
Mm.
Though the archway is in good condition, like the dais, it is very, very old.
Mm. She sort of gets really interested in that, but she'll keep going. She wants to go that way.
You head up onto the dais to approach.
Yeah.
As you step onto the stone, you feel as though you're passing through a thin sheet of water as you pass through some sort of arcane barrier, but it allows you to pass through safely. As you push through it, the figure in front of you sticks out one hand and gestures for you to approach.
She'll go forward a little bit, and we'll just sort of play it cool, be like, wow, that was a weird barrier type thing. You know, this would be so much more interesting if I could see your face.
You, it doesn't seem to respond to you at first, but after a moment, as you get close enough, it speaks to you and says, "We are the Divergent Eye, and I am his mouth."
Well, that's no fun. And so I'm just to hand this over. What do I get?
You hear sort of a very light chuckle from beneath the darkened hood. And as you notice that you're like trying to look underneath, you realize that shadows clinging inside this hood. This is not just blocking direct sunlight. There is darkness within this hood. But it reaches out for the scroll that you have. Do you place it in its hand?
I'm going to hold on to it, and she's just going to repeat. So, mouth, what do I get?
You serve
got
his
it.
will,
Yes, I serve
and
his
he
will.
is pleased.
So what do I get?
Rewards follow deeds. Have you no faith?
I'm guessing he hasn't told you where I've come from. Faith means very little to me. You know.
But you have made promise to him, which means you must have some faith.
Or expectations in which I want them to be followed through. So if you do not know what I am to get, how can I get some information to find out?
His other hand comes from behind his back, and you can see a small onyx box. He has rewards for you, just as he has plans for you.
She's going to toss the scroll.
Okay. He doesn't seem to react in like a surprised way, but simply very quickly catches it out of the air. And there, with one finger from one hand and his other hand, he opens it up. You can hear the whispering as it happens, and you can hear that it's actually coming from the person under the hood. He is speaking the same language as the Whispering Darkness speaks, in this weird cacophony of whispered sounds that don't make any logical sense. It's just a chaotic jumble, and yet, as he speaks it, you can see that the ink on the scroll begins to react to it. It gives off a glow and a shimmer, and it all begins to vibrate until it speaks the whole thing, beginning to end. The process takes about 8 minutes. And as he does, the scroll's lettering just disappears into the air.
While she's waiting for this to finish, she's sort of going to be like tapping her foot, hand on like hip, being like, yeah, okay. Very interesting. So now
He is pleased. Yes, you've served him well, and he wants you to continue to grow strong. The secrets that you have offered him here are secrets perhaps older than the gods themselves.
How am I supposed to grow strong if, you know, I'm not offered anything? She's very annoyed.
He simply sets the scroll to the side and then returns to the onyx box and opens it. There inside you see a very highly polished platinum hair clip. In the center of it is the metal is stamped in the image of the Divergent Eye, the great eye with 2 diamond-shaped pupils. This is the gift that he had us craft for you. It is special.
In what way?
It is magic that you have not seen before, and he holds it out to you.
She is. Can she sort of like do like an arcana check before she touches it?
You're welcome to do an arcana check, but
Not very good at it. But
without an identify spell, an arcana check will tell you is that yes, this is magical.
okay,
So-
then never mind. She's not gonna do. She's gonna sort of snatch it, like, you know, like a little raccoon does when it sees like food that it wants.
Yeah, absolutely. You snatch it out of the box, and then he very casually closes the box and also places that aside.
So, do I just, you know, tune to it?
You
Like-
may.
People do. Or a certain length of time. This is my first magical item.
Are you asking as Cheryl or as Sylra?
As Sylra.
You may attune to it. It should take no longer than any other item, and it will benefit you on your journey.
One more question,
Yes.
and it's not pertaining to any of this. I have a scroll in which I can't understand the language, and it's not the type of magic I do.
Yes.
Does he have a way for me to learn this?
Yes.
Just want to keep looking and be like, okay. Yes, what?
You seek to immerse yourself in the deep arcane, but one cannot immerse themselves in a carafe. the vessel must grow larger first.
So you're saying I have to get stronger before
Yes.
I went. Well, that's
You
annoying.
must have patience. The Divergent Eye did not grow to great power in a day. No, it took millennia. In fact, before the gods came to this plane, before the elementals forged this earth, he was already a great being of immense power.
Which did not have a family who wants to kill him, if you understand why I have a sense of urgency.
That is where you are incorrect.
Hmm.
The great beings always war with one another.
So we're more alike than I thought.
Conflict, adversity, patience, cunning. These are what grow your vessel.
She's gonna tuck the hair clip in her pocket somewhere, and is just going to look annoyed at him again and just be like, hey, what's the next thing then? Does he have another task for me? I know that there's the mountain and it's whispering and there's stuff, and I know I want to go there, but I'm going this way. I can't control where I go right now.
You are correct that there is more that he desires. And this is possibly one avenue towards it. There may be others, there may be more pieces to the puzzle. All is a little unclear still, but you will know that you are ready when he reveals his true name.
Oh, okay.
Until then, should you need more guidance, you may return here. And your friends need not hide from us.
Well, he didn't give me a lot of information when I had the visions, as you probably know. So
Your mind is not ready to hear his voice yet. But we hear him more clearly, for we perform the rites.
do the rites happen over there in that doorway?
Yes, deep within the mountain.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. We'll be back. Eventually. I'm growing tired of this game that we're playing right now.
What game is that?
You do this, you'll get this. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It is just like my family. I prefer just
Except
open communication.
he wishes to communicate with you. In time.
She's gonna turn around and start walking if they don't say anything else.
As you get to the very edge of the dais, he calls out one last thing. The power to shape the world will be in your hands.
She's just going to stick her middle finger up while she's walking away. It's like, cool.
I love it. So irreverent. He doesn't take any offense to that. You're able to return to the woods where the rest are waiting in the shadows.
But can she find us?
Like, guys,
You're walking back, you're like, was it here? Or I don't see anyone.
Ren, I know you hide really well, but I do not want to play hide and seek right now.
She'll step out of like her hiding. Um, uh, you're back in one piece.
Yes. Oh,
How'd it go?
if you have ever met someone annoying, times it by 10. But it was okay, I guess. I'm tired. I've got this magic hair clip. I don't know what it does. I guess we'll figure that out later.
I think
know,
it holds your hair up.
Should do that. Not much of a hair clip if it doesn't. But we should probably get going. That took us a lot. Kind of took us a while to get here on foot. Let's.
Yeah.
We got places to be.
Able to protect.
Yeah. What I have noticed with my orienteering skills that if we went in a straight line, it would have been a lot faster.
Well, yes. However, going in a straight line really isn't an option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like it's not that it's just whining for no reason at all. It's seemingly kind of random, but because you're going up into the hills as you go, kind of thing, you're weaving this path back and forth.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It almost like you maybe could carve a more reliable path, but this seems to have been done to kind of disguise it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could maybe try to find a slightly better path, but unless you're willing to just jump down a bunch of cliffs, you're...
I mean, Rowan is, but...
Flying squirrel.
Everybody, hang on! Wait! Yes, we shall make haste. Hope that the horses are still there.
Is this a literal make haste? Like, are you guys running now? Like, are you trying to make good time?
I don't know about running, because you can't really do that in the bush, but...
As quick as we can reasonably go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you make it back down in, hour and 20 minutes or so. And as you come back out, you can see that there is a large hunched figure standing next to the horses. Has sort of a really like a carved tree trunk in his hand, half leaning on it, with one hand like on one of the horses' heads.
What is that? Ren says as soon as that comes into sight.
Are you just saying that to the group, or are you addressing this creature?
Saying that to the group.
Okay.
If anyone recognizes what is happening right now.
Probably not.
Sylra's gonna take out her crossbow.
All right. Yeah.
She's not gonna shoot it, but she's gonna give a warning and be like, "You don't back away from our horses, I'm gonna shoot."
Yeah, so it's about 30 feet ahead of you, and like as you say that, it looks over its shoulder, and you can see that it's not like human-like. It's very troll-like in its nature. It's kind of little disfigured, little ugly. But as he turns to look at you, you can see that like his hand is on the horse's head, but he's just kind of like gently stroking it.
It doesn't look like they're hurting the horses.
I wouldn't hurt horses.
It's good. That's good. A lot of people would.
You hurt horses, I crush their bones.
Good. I like this guy.
We can be friends then.
Do you have a name?
Yes.
Can I have
yes.
it? I'm Brielle.
Gristle.
Gristle. That's a cool
Yes.
name.
Like the fatty part on an animal.
But not a horse.
No. Horse is nice. They go click-clack on my bridge.
Do you like the sound of that?
Yes. Too few horses now.
Agreed.
Is there
So-
something stopping? Sorry.
Oh, you go.
Is there something stopping the horses from coming?
I don't know.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if something was hurting them.
Not on my bridge.
Okay.
Which bridge is yours?
He points with his club back the way you came. Not,
Nice
not
bridge.
from up there, but the big bridge you crossed.
Nice
Yes,
bridge.
We passed your
Beautiful.
bridge.
I not make bridge, but I look after bridge.
You did a very good job. Is there something we can help you with?
I have horses.
Oh, we kind of need those, and they rely on us a little bit as well.
Oh, that's good. You look after the horses, then. I'll go back to bridge.
We
Maybe on our way back we can be sure to stop in so you can see them again.
I like that. I like you bring horses.
Mhm. Is there anything else you'd like us to bring?
You know what them long pointies that you throw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bird's been bugging me. I wanna eat it.
Could do that.
Okay. Then I look after bridge for you while you're gone.
Thanks, Gristle.
If
No.
there's any weird looking people, would you tell us on the way back?
Weird like you?
Weird, like suspicious, like they shouldn't be crossing it.
Everyone okay to cross bridge as long as they nice.
Okay, well, if they're not nice.
Then they have to pay.
How much do you charge them?
That depends how ugly they are.
I like that.
Maybe double your price for the next little bit.
Okay. Is that fair?
If they're not nice, oh yeah, that's fair. You want to protect your bridge, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Cutting stone and replacing parts is hard work, and if people are mean to bridge, then I must crush their bones.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I just
Yeah,
imagine
cat
this
broke us.
guy with a cap gun now.
Yeah, he keeps them away with a little cap gun. You get off of my bridge.
This bridge ain't big enough for the two of us.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. I look forward to pointy stick and horse.
Yeah. Get you a real
Yeah.
nice pointy stick.
He walks along dragging his club and he goes, "Goodbye, Fredbert."
Great name for the horse. Do you have a name before? Because it should be that.
I do have a note here from episode 6 where it says horse named Big Frank.
There you go. Close enough. We don't know that. We don't speak horse.
I do.
I think that was just a joke on Little
It
Joe.
was just a little joke when I wrote it down.
Saunters off down the road, and as he gets to the bridge, you can see he kind of thumps the stones a little bit, and as soon as he looks pleased with it, he just starts climbing down the side of it.
Was that a troll?
I think so.
They're nice.
Nothing like the stories I've heard of them.
I find most people are nice if you're nice to them first.
Mm-hmm.
Most
I was
people.
a little worried for like 5 seconds there, though, that he was going to eat the horses.
Yeah, that's what you hear about trolls.
I really don't want to walk all the way to Vors Delta. So I guess we should catch up, huh? Somehow.
Yeah, it'd probably be good.
Claudia's probably worried sick.
All right. Well, yeah. Once again, are you trying to kind of make up time here, or?
Well, this time we're
Yeah.
like definitely booking it. Yeah.
If you go fast enough on a washboard road, it feels smooth.
Sure, when you've got suspension. And if you don't, you shake the thing apart. Give me an animal handling check, please, Rowan.
You got it, boss.
Hey, not bad. Yeah, you're able to get the horses moving, and they move at a good pace, and you're able to kind of pathfind a little bit on this road. And as you get away from the bridge, it does actually it softens up a little bit and allows you to pick up the pace even more. Even still, you end up doing about a full day's travel and catching up to the caravan at Yeti's Foot. This path kind of weaves east and then west, and as it continues its path northward, and as it weaves east once more, you can see that it is weaving around a very deep and rich pine forest. The trees here, even at the edge of the forest at this point, are hundreds of feet tall. And as it weaves around, you eventually come into a place where you can see in a clearing on a very slight hill is a town. It's settled within the forest, with most of the structures constructed of like wooden logs in full. You can see people moving about in town, many of them fairly large and sturdy looking. You even see a couple people carrying like a full-size tree trunk like right up on their shoulder. But the town itself, despite having grown from a logging camp, is now a pretty diverse and filled out town. You can see a number of shops and minor amenities. Nothing like city life, but you can see that they're sort of prepared for travelers coming in, with some stalls near the main road, and with homes kind of further back into the hill towards the trees. The caravan is stopped there, and just a little bit beyond the caravan on the main road is another sort of large, flattened out, kind of barren patch of ground where you can see like drag marks from logs. And you would surmise that this will be where they are loading up wagons that pass through to supply timber to the north and south. What do you guys do?
You let the caravan know that we're back?
Yeah, that totally. As you pull up to the caravan, you can see that many of the people are kind of out into the town, with a number of them still kind of hanging around the caravans and doing their usual kind of Romany stuff, where they're communally gathering things and preparing for food and building fires and that sort of thing. And you can see just by the ground around where the caravan's parked that like this is what it's used for. There's a number of like soot marks from other campfires and that sort of thing, and it's well worn down. But as you catch up, Nadia's wagon would be the first you encounter, being in the rear at this point. And you can see she's doing her thing. She's in her window kind of thing, leaning out, but whatever business she's done seems to have cleared up at this point. She's just kind of casually waiting about.
Ren will just kind of try to catch her attention with a
Hey,
wave.
you made it.
Sorry, we took longer than we all thought, I think.
Well, hope it was a worthwhile trip for you.
I think it was.
Yeah? Doing
Oh,
adventurer stuff?
Well, we did meet a troll. It's actually quite nice.
Oh, the Gristle, right? The troll from the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
him.
know him.
Yeah, I came across him once. I was on horseback, and he kind of just was at the end of the bridge, and I screamed and fell off my horse. And like the horse was going mad, it was stomping about, it was scared, and then I was certain I was about to die, and I looked up, and he was just calming the horse down.
Oh,
He's
He
really
seems-
sweet.
he does seem like a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's all right. You know, you hear about trolls, but I guess he just likes looking after his bridge and petting horses.
I can understand that.
I mean, what else do you really need in life, right? An animal companion and a job to do.
Does that mean we should get a pet?
I don't think I've ever had one.
You've
Or
got
does Rowan
horses
count as
right
one?
there.
I guess that's true.
Well, I'm glad it went well.
Did everything go smoothly for you guys?
Yeah, they stopped at one point because they were concerned about something on the side of the road, but one of the riders went out and came back, and we continued on.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, but fortunately, so close to town, it was less likely that something would happen. And not much of a watch out here, but the people of Yeti's Foot are pretty formidable, so usually people looking to cause trouble would steer clear.
Yes, I think I just saw a young woman carrying an entire tree back there.
Yeah, this whole place was a logging camp, and for the past 20 years, that's really what they've specialized in. And some of these people grew up here cutting down and dragging trees. I mean, that'll keep you in shape.
Brielle looks at Ren, just like, not right now. Because there's large women here.
I think you don't see her mouth move much, but you definitely get the impression from her eyes that she's kind of like doing this smiling with her eyes sort of thing. You can see a little crinkle at the side. Well, does everyone just camp here for the night, or is there like some place to be here? Never been here before.
They have a little bit of an inn. It's nothing special. Everything here is functional. They'll treat you well, and they've got what you need. If you're really looking to relax, though, they do have a sauna.
Ooh.
That sounds awesome. I have an idea.
Brielle says that out loud.
Yeah.
It's traditional to elaborate on an idea.
Oh.
Unless
Well-
it's a surprise.
I mean, it doesn't involve you, but like the guy that says he's old probably could deal, like that would help him out a lot. His bones and stuff. He keeps
I was
complaining
thinking
that he
something
feels older
similar.
than, right?
Well, I hope that works out for you. um, not a lot of business here in Yeti Split, though. You don't by any chance have money to exchange or anything you want to sell?
Hmm. Oh,
Not
do you have anything you're
particularly.
selling other than money?
Well, yeah. If you had the money for it, though, I assumed you would have checked on my wares the first night.
No, I was
You got
busy.
coin to spend?
Yeah, I'm kind of rich now.
Oh, honey, you should never say that. It's not in good taste.
Oh, I'm moderately rich now.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
I would like to look at your wares.
Absolutely, come with me.
Perfect. Okay.
She opens up the back door and just kind of welcomes you in, and as she touches several of the lanterns around, they ignite into various colored lights.
How did you do that?
Oh, those are magic. Most of the things in here are.
Got it.
Yeah.
Are you magic? Or is it just the lantern?
I've dabbled a little bit, but I'm not,
Same.
I'm not like the adventuring, masters of the arcane. I weave a little craft here and there. I can tell what a magic item is. It really helps with business. And, little things here and there. I can talk to you from a long distance.
That's cool. Like in my mind, like Ren does?
Kind of. I have to say it out loud, and then you can talk to me back out loud, and I'll hear it. But we can only do 25 words, but I can do it at any distance.
Ah. That's cool.
Yeah. I keep in touch with my contacts. I make business
When I
deals
go
before I
across
arrive.
town, you should try that. Like I'll go and then you can message me something. Just like hi. Just so I can see what it's like.
It's a bit of an exertive process to just say hi.
Oh. Hi, Brielle. Hope your day's going well.
But I can say that to you now.
Well, I
I do.
know, but like, okay. I get it.
Tell you what, though, when we part ways,
Mhm.
whenever that may be, I promise that sometime after that, I will message you to check in on how you're doing.
That would be so cool. And I would love that.
Yeah. It is cool. I really enjoy being able to stay in touch with people.
Me too. I have I'm going to start Oh, do you sell books? Or paper? Speaking of that, I was going to write letters to my friend Fen, and I don't really have a way of doing that. So I need to find, or is there a place in town where I can get that?
They've got lots of paper here. There's a paper mill in town.
Logging. Duh.
I've got paper I can sell you, but it's gonna be a lot more expensive than the paper you're used to.
Is it magic paper?
Sort of. It's like paper ready to be magic. It absorbs the nature of spells when you write on it.
How much that cost?
Maybe like 50 gold a sheet.
Oh wow, that's expensive. Not that rich.
Oh, then that's one of the less expensive items I have.
Okay, this is a random question, and I don't know if you're gonna sell this, but I was thinking I have a friend that was upset one time, and I really would like to get him something that if he's feeling sad again, that he could be happy. So I don't know if you have a potion of laughter or something that can make people happy or smile or giggle or.
I do have a scroll of hideous laughter.
No. He's not ugly. Well, he's older,
it doesn't just work on
not my
ugly people.
type. Oh, okay.
It's called that because a lot of the time fighters like you they'll use it on someone, and while they're busy laughing, they'll.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's hideous.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
I used one
I'll
once
take a.
and just ran away. You can do that
Mm.
too.
Nah, I don't run away. I usually like put myself there so that everyone else can run away.
That's very noble of you. I like to run away.
That's fine. I'd stand there while you ran away.
Well, I'd like to think that maybe we could run together, perhaps.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Can I have a piece of magic paper? I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I don't want it for free, but I'll buy it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm learning magic, so I think that would help me out a lot.
I, as the DM, feel bad at this moment. You're making this choice. Yes, sure. Tell you what, I'll even give you a deal on it. To be honest, I overcharge most people. It's part of the business.
Yeah, I get that. Although last time I tried to do that at Deirdre's, she kind of would just undercut me. So I'd be like, buy this dress for 30, and she'd be like, no, it's 19. And then I looked bad, but it's her business.
Deirdre's very particular about her pricing. She has this whole algorithm. Have you ever seen her charts?
No, should I? I probably should. She did say she would help me with the economy and businesses and
Oh, that's
that
exactly what she does. She keeps a chart of the cost of everything near the quality that she makes in every town she goes to, and she makes sure that she is maximizing that profit point for herself.
And then you double it.
Me, I double it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
When you have a certain image, it pays to just lead on that your stuff is inherently better.
Got it. Look fancy. People will pay more.
Yeah, that's my whole business model, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down in the book I buy.
Well, you said you wanted a
Not
sheet
here.
of paper.
I
Okay.
want a sheet here, and then I'm gonna go and buy paper from like a book from someone else.
All right. Well, then, how about 25 gold, and I'll
Are you
give you
sure?
this sheet. That's that's
Okay.
about what it really costs, and because it's not, there's no spell on it yet. You understand that? You would have to put a spell into it.
Yeah, I can do magic. Don't worry.
Okay.
If not, Rowan will teach me. Rowan's a great teacher. Have I told you how awesome Rowan is?
No, but you know, I've come to know Rowan pretty well myself, and he is interesting.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Have you ever seen a shooting star? Because if not, you should go out with him. He'll show you all the shooting stars you could ever want to see, and then he'll tell you that they're not stars.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What an amazing wingman.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good to know. Thank you,
Mhm.
Brielle.
No problem.
Well, here you are. She
Thanks.
hands over
I'll
the
give you the
paper and
25 gold.
collects the 25 gold. Well, if you need anything else, I'm here.
Sounds good. I know where to find you. The cart above ours in the row.
Exactly.
Yep. Have a great day.
You as well. So I know Brielle was trying to wingman that situation, but I guarantee you that's not the message that she just got.
No?
Nope.
Nope. I think David understands.
Yep.
Brielle was actually not trying to wingman it. She's just trying to be like,
Oh.
he's a really great teacher, and he says
Fair
to look
enough.
at the stars. And we look at the stars all the time, and he tells me about shooting stars every time. That's it.
All right. Well, on that note, I think maybe we'll take a little break. We also got a posture check. Thank you, Tempest. Tempest, I haven't seen you in ages. Welcome in. All right. Good to see you. That just cheered me right the hell up. Not that I was sad, but yeah, great to see you here. And yeah, so guys, do what you got to do. Get your snacks, get your refreshments. We'll be back shortly with more Echoes of Convergence. Hello, welcome back. All right, so we're here with parties in Yeti's Foot, and Brielle just had an interesting interaction with Nadia. What are the other three doing during all of that?
I would like to talk to Ari about these potions she was making last night.
Absolutely.
Do I see her around?
Yes, she has a lump of some sort of meat on a spit roast over a fire.
Nondescript meat.
Doubtlessly.
Alright, Ryan goes to head over there and she's like, "Hey, Ari.
Hi.
I was checking to see how those potions were coming along."
Oh, I completely forgot about those. Of course. Let me see. And she, instead of going around her wagon, like climbs up into the window of it and hops through. You can hear her rummaging for like a good 4 minutes. Just unbelievable clinks and clatters. And at one point, it sounds like she drops a dozen stones on the floor. But after a few minutes, she pokes her head out and she goes, "These, right? The dark vision ones?"
Yes, that was them. I
She
believe you
holds two out
promised
for
me
you.
to. Yes, she's gonna look them over. How did they look? Like they were made out of like eyes, weren't they?
Yeah, among other things. But yeah, it's a fairly clear liquid with a very slight reddish hue to it. When you look through the liquid on the bottle, it seems to magnify everything on the other side.
Interesting. Well, thank you. Hopefully you have gotten a lot of use out of those parts. She kind of like glances back at the meat that's being cooked.
Yeah, they're delicious, and made a bunch of other potions too, and I'm gonna be able to make more tonight.
Perfect. I'm glad that that all worked out for you.
Yeah.
Anything I should know about these? Drink it, and how long does it last?
Are these like your first monster part potions?
She like actually thinks about it for a moment. I believe so.
Well, that's awesome. So the first time you're gonna feel a little bit weird, all right?
Okay. Good to know.
But then that's
floaty.
gonna like that'll kind of mellow out, and you'll just kind of be okay with what's happening, and you'll be able to see really, really, really well in the dark, and your pupils are gonna be like really big. That's the dark spot in your eye. I don't know if you know that. And you're gonna see really well in the dark for like 8 whole hours. But if it lasts 10 hours, you should see like a herbalist or something.
Oh, that. Thank you for explaining that to me, so I know what's normal and what isn't.
Yeah, I had a friend who like drank a weird potion from a shaman on the road, and his eyes didn't go back for like a month. He couldn't like hang out in the daytime anymore.
Oh, kind of like Sylra, I guess.
Yeah,
It would almost hurt.
yeah, exactly.
Oh. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah, it was really uncomfortable for him. He made like this hat with like a really wide brim to try to keep all the light out.
Oh. Maybe we should get Sylra something like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. He kept bumping into stuff, but maybe Silver's more coordinated.
Oh, does have a habit of
Rude.
falling down a lot.
Oh,
We'll think of something, I'm sure.
okay. Oh, you guys split off from the caravan again today. Did you find anything? Anything good? Did you kill any monsters? Do you have any parts?
No. Well, okay. She tries to go through the questions. We didn't kill anything. We don't have any parts, but we did find something interesting. But you probably actually met them, or maybe not, because they're still alive. But do you know of a troll that lives on the bridge on the way here?
Oh, no, I never met him, but I heard he's okay. I did kill a troll once. Well, I mean, I didn't really kill him. My teacher killed him, but I was there. I put an arrow in him.
Oh, well, this one was very nice and kind to the horses. He just wanted to pet them.
Well, cool, I guess. Yeah. I'll remember not to kill him for his nails.
Well, why would you kill him for his nails?
Nails from trolls can give you potions of strength, which are really fun because then you can bet people at the bar that you can lift the wagon over your head. And they're like, there's no way you can lift the wagon over your head. But then I lift the wagon over my head and then they have to buy me drinks all night.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
No.
We made 20 of them from the last troll that we killed.
Yes, I would like it if you would leave that one alone for me, at least.
Okay. I
Okay.
can't promise Nikki will, though. And she, like, scritches under the lizard on her shoulder's chin.
That's fair. Animals do have a mind of their own.
Yeah, she's vicious.
I'll be sure to stay on her good side then.
That's a good idea.
Well, I think we are going to go check out this sauna on behalf of an old man, I think.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, so that... I think I would like to check it out for myself, but...
Yeah, you should do that. I'm gonna eat the exact size of my stomach in lupera meat, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
That sounds like a fantastic evening.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again. She's going to tuck away her stuff into her bag and...
Well,
turn and
thank
head
you.
off.
You made me a lot of money. Come back with more monster parts, and I'll do it again.
I'll try.
Sylra? Rowan?
Who was the one who does the dresses? Can't remember her name.
Deirdre?
Deirdre. Yeah, so she's gonna go up to Deirdre and just take a look at her wares.
Evening, dear.
Hi. I just wanted to, I don't know, maybe look for something nicer than I have.
Well, it's supposed to be a surprise, but I am working on something for you. Well, I told you when you and Brielle helped me out, I was really grateful. I was touched that, you helped a stranger out so thoroughly. You were so kind and so helpful, and I mean, you made me a lot of money that night, and I've got some really nice silks, and I've got something that I think will accentuate your coloring, and I guess all I really need to know is, would you prefer something that really hugs below the hips, or do you want something that kind of hoops outward,
She's gonna be a little lost for a little bit. She's like, hugging the hips out, that might be nice, because I actually have a reason why I want to dress, I guess, right now. So it's it's a long story. But
It's a man.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Understood.
But I mean, I guess we can work to. I don't know if you know anything about drows, but it would just be nice to have something that, maybe we can work together on designing something. I can give you some ideas. You could tell me some ideas.
Let me show you what I have. And she goes into her wagon and drink her water bottle. She goes into her wagon and gets her sketchbook. And
It's still
brings it back
hot.
out. And she flips through a few pages and then comes to one where you can see a sketch of it's the shape of the person is very like simple, but you can tell it's meant to be you just based on the hair, and the figure is yours exactly. There is a long dress that is sleeveless, it's open at the back, and it hugs the shape all the way down to the hips, and then you can see that like she's got two separate sketches of like a skirt that flows outward and one that is very close to the leg with a slit all the way up. This is what I had in mind for your body type.
Huh. I like it. I think you'd like too. Her cheeks would sort of go like a purple color.
Yeah, well, sorry to say, I got a eyeful when you were trying on my dresses, and I know what works. He may be a drow, but he's still a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if this doesn't get the blood flowing to his Underdark, then I don't know what will.
Wow, 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 wow.
Sassy Deirdre, I like it.
I'm dead. Sylra just completely falls apart. And she's just gonna be like brightly a different color, and it's like, well, I trust you. I was sorry about getting an eyeful the other day. That
Oh no, it's not a problem for me. It just I didn't know if maybe it made you uncomfortable that I happened to notice your shape. I am a dressmaker. I can't help it.
It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, that seems sort of what you focus on. I focus on like knowledge, pretty things. So shapes, yeah, makes sense. But you don't have to do this as a gift. I would like to compensate you.
It's really no problem. I made a really good profit that night, and this is coming out of some silk that I was near the end of the ream, and I can spare it.
Okay. Well, then on top of that, can I still buy something from you? Just
Absolutely. So she kind of takes you around her wares and shows you some things that would fit you well, and obviously nothing like the very special custom piece that she's making for you, but lots of really nice dresses that, and even just some more, fancy looking fine clothing that comes in like, pants and tunics and that sort of thing. Oh, hey, thanks for the raid, 7 Dungeons. Appreciate it. Welcome in. And Rowan, while everyone else is off with other members of the caravan, is there anything you're up to?
There are two things I would like to do while everyone else is busy. This is like a lumber town.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go and find some really high quality lumber. I just need a little bit. Something that you might, I don't know if there's like a fine woodworking shop or something. I need just a little bit of wood to try and carve into a magic focus for Brielle.
Yeah, absolutely. You head into town, and before you get up into like where the more industrial stuff is, where you might find the lumber mills and that sort of thing, you pass a wood carving stall that's like right near the main road, probably intentionally to sell to travelers going in and out. And he's got a number of really nice little carvings that are all made out of like softer, more pleasant to the touch woods. All of them like kind of sanded down nicely. And you can see behind him is his workbench where there are a number of like cubes of wood.
Hey, sir, do you have a moment?
The man turns around. You can see he's half elvish, wood elf, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, hi. What can I do for you?"
This is some lovely work that you've done here. I have a little bit of an odd request. Would it be possible for me to purchase one of those blanks that you've got behind you there?
Oh, one of my chunks.
Yeah.
All right. 4 copper? 4 copper?
Four.
Yeah.
You mind if I take a look at? There's a special purpose I have in mind for it. I need to make sure that the grain is just right.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. And he like puts 3 on it, and he's like, "That one's you, not you, but you. This one here is balsam, I think. Yeah, it's balsam. And then this one here is pine, but it's a young pine, so it's really nice to the touch."
Let's see if I can find you in here real quick.
Oh, I don't think I'm in there.
I think
Not that famous.
No, you's good for. I don't think the you. I think I'll go with the pine. I think I'll go with the pine today.
Pine's good. All right, well, yeah, the hell, 4 copper.
There you go.
Yeah, he takes it and sends you off. Carvings are nice too, you know. Spend a
They
lot
are.
of time on them.
They're lovely. What does he got? What has he got carved?
He's got a number of animals. He's got some. What's the word I'm looking for? Not holy symbols, but like, you know, like an emblem of different deities. He's got one that is an exact replica of the bridge you crossed, like down to the finest detail. Oh, really? This nobody ever. I've never sold one of these. Can you believe it? It took me like 10 hours.
I can tell. Look at all the detail.
Yeah. Gristle sat with me while I kind of sketched it out.
I could tell there was a lot of care put into this. We owe him some spears. I was thinking he might like this. I was actually buying it with Gristle in mind.
Yeah, he might like.
He
that.
likes that bridge.
He's a big fan of the bridge, almost as much as horses.
It's true.
All right, well, tell you what, it's for Gristle, 5 silver.
Sold.
All right, you own a carving of the bridge. It's Fenris Bridge, in case you want to be specific.
You said Fenris?
Yes, Fenrs.
You don't want to know what I wrote on accident, because I can't spell.
Penis.
Quite. If I had closed the top of the F, it would have been.
Can't tell you how many times I've accidentally written penis.
Well, you know, it happens. Anyway.
You said there was 2 things.
Yes. Once I'm done with that, I would like to go back to the wagon camp and see what's going on at Nadia's wagon.
Yeah, well, by the time you come back, Brielle's on her way out, and I guess heading into town to look for regular paper.
Put the cube and the bridge. I'll leave those in our wagon.
All right.
We'll see what's going on. It looks like Nadia's having a slow evening.
Yeah, there's nobody else around at the moment. The back door is left open when Brielle goes. She's just kind of going about inside, moving things around and looking at other things.
We'll walk up to the door and knock on it from the outside.
Oh, hey, Rowan, Brielle was just heading that way if you're looking for her.
No, I was looking for you.
Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Well, you mentioned those sauna in town earlier. I was wondering if you were just happening to thinking about closing up early, if you might want to, I don't know, maybe show me where it is.
Oh, I mean, I could do that. I really don't want to get in between anything, though.
Wait,
What
do you mean?
Getting close to people on the road can be complicated sometimes, and if there's already someone in the driver's seat, then that's not really a wagon that I want to climb into.
Where do I want to? I want to extend this metaphor, but I'm not sure how. I think I'd take your metaphor if I want to continue. That there's nobody driving at the moment. I'm feeling that you got the idea that maybe I'm seeing somebody and I'm not.
Oh, I did, as a matter of fact. Maybe I'm being foolish, but I don't know. She described this really magical date that you went on that night, and you showed her a shooting star and, taught her magic.
That's literal. Brielle doesn't know what dating. She just learned what dating is, I think, maybe yesterday.
Oh,
killing Megan over here. She wanted to learn a little bit of magic. I thought I'd teach her.
I see. Well, that's sweet, I guess. It just sounded so romantic. I don't know.
She has a way. I don't know what it is. The way she explains a lot of things end up sounding a lot more, than they actually are.
I guess I have witnessed her doing that. I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions.
Hey, it's all right. But
let me. Yeah,
if you want to.
she closes the window and starts locking things up. As she comes outside, she closes the door and locks it and kind of holds her elbow out towards you.
I will take it.
It's right up this hill. And she leads you
like
up
that.
into town. No. She takes you up into town, and right at the crest of the hill, you see this large wooden building, lots of steam kind of coming up in multiple places. As you approach the building, she kind of like probes at you a little bit, and there is sort of a communal spa area, and there's, for the more reserved, there's the male and the female, and there's also a number of more intimate saunas. I don't know what you were looking for. Personally, I like a little bit of privacy.
Yeah, I think that sounds nice.
All right. Well, the two of you go into the sauna. It does cost you a silver piece each, and you go into a very private, intimate sauna room together, and I assume coming out feeling better.
Very relaxed.
Well,
that's 5 silver for the day now that I've spent. 6? No, it was 6.
6 silver, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know Brielle's also going into town for some paper, which is easy enough to find. The paper mill's there. You know, they've kind of, they're set up for very quick transactions. However, as you're passing through the town, you do also see a half orc who is working late into the night, hammering some steel.
Assume she would have got everything she needed, like the books and paper and stuff, and she's just gonna like slowly walk by, like stopping to watch. What you making?
You want an axe? Look, and he holds it up, and it's like a double-headed battle axe.
That's cool looking. Do you
Yeah.
do little axes or other weapons?
I mean, you've seen what they do here, right?
Oh yeah, duh. That makes sense.
Yeah. I do a
Yeah.
lot of woodcutter's axes, not as fun. Every once in a while, I get adventurers come through looking for some good steel. I've been toying with this design, 2 heads, so that if one of them chips or breaks, you can always just turn it around. And I got a big weight on the pommel, so if you wanted to, you could chuck it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually really smart.
Counterweights are important with precision work like this.
Can I hold it? Or I mean, it's not done yet, is it?
Well, this one's not, but then he like reaches underneath and puts one out on the counter. I got the blue fangs coming through in a couple of weeks, and they're expecting a lot of steel. So
Oh. Can she like lift it up and just like
Absolutely.
she's just gonna feel it for like the weight and like how balanced it is and stuff like that?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot heavier than your axe, but because of the counterweight, it's very easy to move around.
Yeah. You're really good at your craft.
Thanks. I like to stretch my legs every now and then.
Do you only work in steel, or have you worked in any other like materials before?
I've done a little bit of bronze work for, you know, the fancy types that come through. I've worked with some wrought iron. That was fun. You know, a little bit different. It doesn't soften as much in the heat. You know, and that's about it, I guess.
Nothing with. I mean, you're so close to Vors Delta. Have you worked with verglass before?
I wouldn't even know where to begin with that stuff. That's all magic and
Yeah.
craziness, right?
Oh yeah. I have no idea about it either. I was just hoping maybe you might know something.
Nope. My master's other apprentice, when I was just, you know, a little lad at 5'10", he thought that verglass was, you know, the way things are going. He heard about people infusing it into weapons. He took a little chunk of it, smashed a hammer into it against a sword, and the whole thing blew up on him. Now,
Oh,
yeah, now he weaves nets.
that's rough.
Yeah. So I don't mess with it. Magic stuff, that's someone else's deal. I just get good, reliable, hard steel.
Do you do like armor and other stuff too, or just weapons?
I've done a little bit, yeah. Don't have the patience for scale mail anymore. Too many tiny little pieces.
Oh, it's such a pain in the ass, let me tell
It's
you.
not fun. I can do the splints real nice though. You give me any thickness and width, you know, I got you covered.
Do you just do metalwork, or do you do stuff with leather as well?
I don't do any leather, no.
Mm.
My brother does a lot of leather, but he went up to Whispering Pines.
Oh, so he's not in town.
No. Actually, a little worried about him, to be honest. But
Has he not been around in a while?
no, it's been a few weeks.
And he was
there's
supposed to be
been-
back?
Well, you never know with my brother. You know, he's what's the term? Chasing ghosts. I think they call it. He's after, you know, a relationship that just isn't there.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah. Rick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a good
I mean-
kid, but you know, his brain's a little underdeveloped.
Because he's young?
Well, you know, I guess he's not that young. He's old enough to
Yeah.
know better. Woman just wants you to buy her things.
Oh, one of them.
Yeah, but he followed her up to Whispering Pines because apparently it's so beautiful, and they got a nice little place out there with a great view and all that. But
You see,
I've been here in trouble.
have you gone to see it?
Sorry,
This place?
no, me no. I got
Okay,
too much
but like
work.
maybe you shouldn't judge that it's not a nice place if you haven't seen it yet.
I don't know if it's a nice place or not, but I know that he's gone out there for the wrong reason. Now, I don't know. Nobody's really. The weather up there is rough.
Mm.
All right, they're having all kinds of trouble. Mm. Just, try not to think about it. Think about my work. I'm sure he's fine.
Is it any chance on the way to Vors Delta? I'm not from around here. Like
It's
at
kind
all.
of out of the way. You go up north to Vors Delta, and then you'd have to cut off east. Kind of the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. This place, this town, little small for me, but it's where I got work. But there's like, if this place is small, that place is like miniature.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he a blacksmith too? No, he lurks with leather. I forgot that. Sorry.
That's right. I forget sometimes too.
Traveling just takes a lot out of you.
It does. That's you got to put down roots somewhere eventually.
I'm hoping I can put roots down. Have mom and dad come up.
Here in Yeti's foot.
No, because they kind of do what you do, and that would just be conflict of interest. And I wouldn't want to take business away from you, because no offense,
Yeah.
but like he's really good.
Oh, yeah. Well, where's he working
At a
at
green?
right now? Oh,
I told you, I'm really
okay.
from not around here.
Well, he's probably pretty damn good then. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not big city good, I guess. Does he work with all that verglass and stuff?
No, but I'm hoping so. But now that I've heard your story, I'm kind of scared. So maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear the dwarves figured it out.
Yeah,
They
I heard
talked
that
about it.
too. Are they around
Yeah.
here?
I know they're all on the west end of the Cadence.
Uh,
Dangerous to get around to there, and not to be, not to judge, but they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of judgmental. They don't like outsiders, like their own, they tolerate me well enough, but humans and elves and stuff, they don't want them in,
What about part giants?
I guess I don't know. Who do you know that's a part giant?
Me.
You, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're big for a human, but I don't think you're a giant. He like straightens out and like is towering over you.
I can surprise people, and I think we shouldn't judge books by covers. Not that I read a lot of books, but like I feel like judging people the way that the dwarves are judging people is not the nicest thing, and you should just have faith in people and what they tell you.
I'm not judging you, and I'm not having no faith in you or anything. Just saying.
You literally said to me, "Oh, are you sure you're a giant?
Well,
You don't
giants are
look
pretty
giant."
tall. Yeah, you don't.
She'll like point to the rune on her like axe and be like, "Can you read this?"
That's a good question. Hold on a second.
Does he speak giant? I hope not.
No, I don't think I don't think he speaks giant. No, it looks kind of like a triangle with a crack in it.
Yeah, so this is actually a language of my people, the giants.
I mean, if you say so. I don't know. I've seen weirder things. Saw a giant blue guy once.
Giant blue guy?
Yeah, bought 4 axes off me.
Where was he going?
Well, he was with those, what do you call them? Blue fangs.
Oh. I didn't see
Yeah.
no big guy.
Yeah,
Is he
he's
supposed to
huge.
come back into town to like get more axes?
I assume he's at their outpost up the road. Yeah, he'll probably be down next week.
Oh. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, he's scary
Scary.
big. Like, you know, people think I'm a big guy, but wouldn't want to take a punch from that, let alone an axe. He picked up my axe like one of these, like it was a hand axe, like it was nothing.
Oh. How tall would you say he is?
If I had to guess, 9 feet.
How tall does Brielle get when like she would go large mode? Because she becomes a large.
I don't know.
I think
Does
you
it
need
specify
double
in the
height.
ability?
I don't know how tall it
Usually.
makes them. It doesn't say it in the thing. Anyway, she would probably just be like, "Eh, that's like tall. I could do that maybe."
Well, maybe. You know, get your horses to pull on your arms and legs. You'll get there one day.
No, I actually can.
All right.
Okay, give me like 5 minutes because I really got to think about this though.
It's like, all right, you take all the time you need.
She's like powering everything inside her, like, "You can do this. Don't get performance anxiety. Come on, be tall, be tall." And then she's gonna use Giant's Might to like grow to however tall she can.
He doesn't like notice at first, but like he realizes there's a big shadow forming on the ground and just kind of, good gods, you are a giant. Okay, all right.
I didn't
listen,
lie.
I'm sorry, I didn't believe you, but I told you the weird things happen around here, so it was like plausible. But
I'm the
you're
weird
big.
thing. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Today I met a half giant. Never
There
thought
you go.
I'd say it. What kind of
Now you
giant are
can.
you?
The big one.
Well, they're all pretty big.
I don't know. The blacksmithing ones?
Is that fire giants?
I can do stuff with fire. It must be.
Well, there you go. You're a fire giant.
There you go. See? Learn something new. Thanks
What's
for
your
helping me
name?
figure it out. Brielle Emberglow. I mean, Brielle.
Emberglow, the fire giant. Nice to
Yes.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. And her hand will like envelop his.
Quite a shake.
This is really uncomfortable. I'm just gonna like, and then she like shrinks down.
But you can just like on and off like that.
No, it takes a lot of effort.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm a half orc. I cannot suddenly become more orcish when I want to.
Hmm. You could try.
I suppose I could, but that might get me kicked out of town.
I thought you said these people don't judge.
I never said that.
Hmm.
I said dwarves do judge.
Oh. Well, if you
But-
want to be more orcish, you be more orcish, and if you don't, you don't. That's fine. I'm not gonna.
Well, orcs aren't known for their civilities.
No.
No.
Okay. Good to
You see
know.
a full orc, you don't worry about me. You don't hesitate. All right, you put them down because they're coming for you.
Oh. So orcs are like the evil version of trolls.
No.
Oh.
Trolls pretty evil too, I think.
Hmm. I have so much to learn. This is exhausting.
Well, I mean, most of us don't really learn much about orcs and trolls and giants and whatever else is out there. We just kind of go about our business. We do our jobs and eat a nice meal, go to sleep.
My job doesn't let me do that. Not that I'm complaining. Don't think I'm complaining. I love my job. I love my friends. I love where I'm going. I'm just learning a lot.
Learning's good too.
Yeah. I try and do it every day.
Good. Well, It's been nice talking to you, Brielle. I got a deadline
Yeah.
coming up.
I got it. I understand. Have a great night or day
You too.
or whatever time it is.
It's night.
Okay.
He goes
She
right
walks
back
away
to
with all their
hammering.
paper.
Yeah, the whole time she's holding like an armful of paper. All right. Well, is there more that anyone wants to accomplish in Yeti's Foot? I guess others wanted to check out the sauna as well.
Yeah, well, Ren comes away from Ari and she was going to go head to Nadia, but she sees Brielle head off into town, and then shortly after Rowan and Nadia head off, and she's like, oh, guess that will have to wait. And I think because she doesn't immediately see where Sylra is, she'll go and look to see if she's at the wagon or not.
Would she still be looking at dresses? I'm guessing.
Up to you. I mean, fair bit of time has passed.
She'd probably be then back at the wagon, stuffing the dress in her bag. If she decided to buy one, probably like a blue color.
Picked out like a fine clothing dress. All right, that's
Yeah.
gonna be 5 gold for you.
It's a beautiful fabric.
She sort of sees that. She's like, yeah, it's fine. She's like closing her eyes, not watching what she's doing, because now she's just like completely embarrassed.
Ren just kind of like wonders if she should say anything further, and just like, I think whatever it's for, it'll suit the occasion well. Do you know where the others are? I saw them head off, but I thought we were going to the sauna or something.
Well, I mean, probably all make it to the sauna at some point tonight. Why don't we go together?
All right. Should we? I don't. Should we tell the man, the caravan guy, that Brielle suggested we bring along? We could at least pay for him.
Sure. This day can't get any more awkward.
Is that so?
Let's go ask him if he wants to join.
It can't get any more awkward. Let's go ask him.
Very
when to go.
different evening at the spa.
Yeah. The two who suggested this should happen are both not here now.
All right. Well, the two of you head towards the head of the caravan, and they're standing like with his arm on the wagon, just kind of master of the caravan.
Excuse me.
Oh, please tell me you don't have anything you need me to carry.
No, actually, our traveling companions had an idea that I thought was kind of nice, and you look like you can use it, but we're both heading to the sauna here, and it's probably going to be very restful, and, well, you've had a long day. We would be willing to pay for you. Maybe you could have your own private space there.
I don't fully understand. You're offering to take me to the sauna?
Yeah. On us. We would pay for it.
I don't know what about me led you to believe I might be virile enough for 2 young women, but I assure you that's not something I am capable of at this point in my life. I I'm very honored, very flattered, and really appreciate that you would think of me ahead of my rash younger brother. But
I'm just gonna stop you right there. We weren't asking you to join us specifically. We just wanted to pay for you so you could have a nice evening off.
oh dear God, what have I said?
It's okay.
We didn't hear a thing.
We won't tell a soul. It's been a long day for you, obviously.
It's not this day in particular. It's more
Every
the
day.
600 and some odd days before it that I have not had a rest in.
Exactly.
So this is long overdue.
I suppose it is. It's a very kind gesture of you, both the offer and the temporary deafness. I suppose it couldn't hurt, could it? But I'm willing to give it a shot if, maybe this will work out well. Nice.
Everyone is resting anyway. You might as well too.
All right then, Cedric, keep an eye on things, will you? And he heads towards the sauna with you.
All right. Ren will keep an eye out for Brielle to kind of wave her down if she does see her. But yeah, they're gonna head that way.
Yeah, I think you kind of cross paths as you head in, and she's heading back with her paper.
That is a lot of paper, Brielle.
Well, okay, so I have a lot of things I have to write down, and then I wanted to take notes for when we learn about the verglass thing so I don't forget, so I can tell my parents, so that I don't know how many papers I'm going to need for that. And I got some other stuff I need to write down. So, better safe than sorry.
All right. Well, we're heading to the sauna now. Are you able to join us, or do you need to drop all of this off?
I'll quickly run and throw it in the cart because I feel like water and paper is bad. And then I'll run to catch up with you.
All right. See you there then.
Do I need anything for a sauna? I've never been.
I don't think Ren has either.
Yes, Sylra probably has.
Ren would be familiar with a sauna. You'd have them back home.
But it's like a pit stop, so they would have things there
It would be
ready,
different.
right?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. I think you'll be fine.
I'll just quickly run. She'll run, throw it in the cart.
Yeah, you're able to run back and catch up with them as you head into the building. You've got a couple people behind a long wooden desk. There's a number of big cubbies where people have left their things. You do notice Rowan's cloak and staff are in with Nadia's cloak as well in one cubby. Were you guys going to try to get a private room for the three of you kind of thing? Or are you going more in the general?
Sylra would be fine with the general, but it's up to the rest.
I just think Brielle wouldn't know the difference if she just follows someone else's lead.
Do you want some privacy with just the three of us, or would you not mind a common space? Because we are going to need to dress down.
Sorry, what?
You can't go in there with all of what you're wearing right now.
Can I take my coat off and then just that's fine. I have a linen shirt on.
That might be uncomfortable.
No, I feel like what you're suggesting is uncomfortable.
It'll be in water, it'll be fine, and maybe let's just do the three of us. It'll be fine. It'll be like, when we wash up at the river. If we've ever done that.
Sylra. Ren's told me what she dreams about, and I'm a little worried. She whispers in her ear. It's Ren. I'll be fine, right?
Yeah, she's your friend.
Okay.
She wouldn't do anything you wouldn't like without your consent.
Okay. She's so nervous, but she'll I guess. Just don't look.
Come on.
Okay. And she'll follow their lead.
So, did I understand correctly that you were opting for a private space now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll
Yep.
get the guy his own space as well. Unless he wants to go to the general one, then we'll pay for that.
Yeah, you cover his payments. So that's like 4 silver total between all 4 of you. And he heads off, and they open up one small room for you. It's fairly small. It's pretty intimate. There's a wooden divider just outside the door, kind of thing, a space where you can take the last of your clothing off and hang it up and head inside. Inside is just 2 wooden benches down, and then across the back wall, and in the middle is hot stones and a bucket of water and a ladle, and you're able to sort of add your steam as you go.
Yeah, I think Ren will try to make it more comfortable for Brielle by adding more steam so that they're essentially floating ahead.
Sensor steam.
Yeah, I think she definitely needed some of the luxury after the friggin' weeks they've been having.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless there's anything that the others want to talk about. I feel like she's pretty quiet.
I feel like Brielle would be very quiet. She's just very much in her own head right now. She's relaxing, but up here is not. Her hair is super frizzy at this point.
Sylra is just going to be very chatty and talk about whatever comes into her head. It's going to be the opposite of what she usually is.
What does she say?
Girl can't think of that right now, but she'll talk about what they've experienced, the random things that come up, and I don't know. Cheryl doesn't know. If you have any questions, you can ask me later, and then I'll probably be like, yeah, this, that. Blah, blah.
All right. Well, you guys have a good hour or so relaxing in the sauna, and come out feeling much more refreshed and relaxed.
Maybe not Brielle. More tense than she was.
Even Brielle, even with her discomfort with the nakedness, I think that the heat kind of seeps in and kind of makes you feel warm and comfortable, like you're at the forge again, kind of thing, and your muscles do kind of loosen a little bit. Whether you get more comfortable or not, your call. But yeah, it's very refreshing. You come out and you're able to get dressed. At this time, Rowan and Nadia have also departed. And as you get your things from the counter and let them know you're departing, you can see down the hallway at the back someone laid out on the floor, and someone standing over him going, "It's okay, just breathe. Just breathe. I know it's hot. It's meant to be. Most people find it relaxing." And you hear him go, "Well, I did not find it particularly relaxing."
Oh
This
no.
poor man.
Not safe for the elderly.
I think I banged my head. Yeah, you fell pretty hard. Are you okay? I don't know.
Why are you doing this to this man? He hasn't rested in 600 days.
Let this man have a nice evening, James.
I'm boycotting you.
Riot.
I've been canceled.
Elder abuse.
Hey, I didn't do it to him. It happened.
And who decides what happens?
The old man, duh, he decided to go in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he
Exactly,
knew about his
yeah.
heat tolerance.
And these young people forcing him to do something he didn't want to do.
We're actually the worst people.
Are we the baddies?
You hear, I'm gonna get you some water. Just don't move. And the young woman runs around to get some water for him to drink. And you guys take your leave. And,
I mean, I feel like we would help him.
Yeah, we would definitely help him. Oh my god, I think he's dying.
I'm so sorry. I thought this would be a nice evening.
Well, it is, lesson learned, I suppose. No more diversions. You just keep on and do what you do, and and then one day you die.
Don't talk that way.
It's true, though. I mean, I don't know about you three, but I'm certainly not immortal.
Oh. I suppose the someday you die part is true, but maybe you should not give up on relaxing ever.
Yeah,
Oh.
600 days plus. Like, that's crazy.
But I did take an entire day off before that. So,
Yeah, well, you should be taking like a month off.
oh, then who would run the caravan? My idiot brother or the merchants who don't know their asses from a pit trap in the road?
Could you train someone?
Well, I've been trying to train my idiot brother, but he seems only interested in cutting ears off and making jewelry out of them.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good choice. Have you tried
Yeah.
someone else?
Well, nobody else has stepped up. Do you want to do it? You seem capable.
I only just learned how to ride a cart like 5 days ago, so probably not the best. But...
Then you're 10 steps ahead of my brother.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we don't do too much sometimes. That could be a possibility if you ever need a break.
Good to know. Listen, am I bleeding? And he turns his head. He isn't, but you can see a very large bump on the back of his head.
Got a little bit of a goose egg there, sir.
Yeah.
Do you want me to drive your cart? Because I don't think you should right now. Tomorrow.
Well, I'm not planning to right now. I was planning to get some sleep, although the woman told me not to.
Are you
Well, I
supposed to
mean,
stay up all night?
you can get Rowan to touch him up. That might help.
That's a great idea.
Rowan might be a little bit busy right now.
I'm sure he'll be out of the sauna soon.
She looks to where their cloaks are. His cloak is gone, you said?
Yeah.
I think he already is.
I think
Oh,
I
perfect.
always leave a basket of good berries somewhere. in case.
Yeah, you can go rummage around some snacks. Come back to our wagon with us.
Okay. Can you help me up?
I can, yeah. Brielle help him up and give him a shoulder.
He's been splayed out on the ground
Yeah.
the whole time we've been talking to him.
Yeah, you help him up and like half carry him back to your wagon. Rowan, are you still with Nadia, or
Ideally.
letting you get back to the wagon and Rowan's not there?
I am gonna rummage around though to see if he's left any
Hey,
snackies.
There's some snackies around.
Okay.
Yeah, you find some good berries.
These always make us feel better.
I don't. I suppose. He eats one. Goes, oh, that's actually. Oh, that's not so bad. I do feel a little better.
Maybe still don't sleep for a little bit at least though.
I'm pretty tired, but okay.
I can sit with you and talk with you and keep you up if you want.
I think you've done enough.
Okay.
Oh no.
She's sad. She's tried so hard with this man. So hard. And every time he shuts her down.
I think
And
he
Ren-
likes to be miserable.
And Ren told him that it was your idea.
Yeah.
She thought it was sweet, and it turned out wrong.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yes. Well, good evening. And he wanders back to his wagon.
Please tell somebody about your head. God,
Okay.
that is not how I thought that was going to go.
Guys, I really think he hates me. Remember how you said you've never met someone that hates me? And she points in his direction.
That's fair. I do think he hates everything, though.
Yeah. Oh. We still have a couple more days till Vors Delta. I'll make it work. There's gotta be something to cheer him up.
Well,
Are you
seems like
guys gonna... You go.
it seems like we might be on our own for the evening. I don't know if we want to set up a watch or if we feel comfortable just resting here.
I can rest here. There's also, they said something about a place to stay if you want to stay in a bed.
That would actually be nice. We could do the same thing we did in Hardova, just meet up with everybody in the morning.
Yeah. Just take everything that you want out of the cart that you're worried about, and then I think we're okay.
You have a lot of paper now. You could write Rowan a note about where we are.
I should. That's a good idea. She'll like go to pick up the wrong piece of paper. Originally, she'll pick up just the one piece. She's like, oh, wait, no, this one cost a lot. Don't use that one just yet. And then she'll like
And-
grab the stack.
I don't know exactly where Nadia and I are, but if we're at her wagon and I can hear them come back, I would probably poke my head out.
I think, given the nature of the evening you're spending with her, you're somewhere with thicker walls.
An inn, perhaps.
Yes.
All right.
Unless Rowan protested that idea.
No.
Rowan went to sleep with the ladies. Meet you in the morning. Back at the cart.
Post it right on the. So Rowan and Nadia are not having a Helson in the forest scene right now. Got it.
Yeah. The squirrels can't believe what they're doing.
Yeah, we'll go to an inn then, and I don't know what Sylra's situation is, and she doesn't really sleep? Does she just like want an end of a bed? Does she need her own room?
She also does it sitting up at the end of the bed.
She might actually just stay
Then she
back at the
translates.
wagon,
No, okay.
unless they sort of talk her into coming with them, and she would just sit somewhere in France.
Girl would try and talk you in, but if you didn't want to, she wouldn't push it.
She would come if that's what Brielle was sort of.
You won't get threatened by random drive out here or back at the inn, I would think.
That's true. Yeah, I'll stay with you guys, because who knows if my cousin will pop.
What if it rains? You don't know that either. Well, I guess snows. It's cold out here. Why would you stay out here?
Stars?
You can see them from. We'll get a window, a room with a window.
Maybe a balcony or something.
I don't have that much money.
I've
Don't
got
have
this, it's
balcony
fine.
money.
I'm not supposed to say I'm rich.
Right, they'll try to get a decent room with like 2 beds and maybe somewhere that Sylra can sit and look at stars.
All right. Well, yeah, you're able to get a decent room for 3 gold that can fit all 3 of you and has not balconies a little grandiose, but you know, it's
Like a
it's got a
little.
little ledge you can step out onto.
Okay, Ren will pay for that room then and head up, get ready for bed. Probably do the same thing that she did with Brielle before, where they just kind of like have that kind of slumber party sleepover talk.
Brielle probably would have actually stayed up a little later writing a letter. I'll write that later and then I'll read it out to you guys later. But yeah, she'll eventually like have her little chit chat with you.
I look forward to that letter.
Love you, Ren. Sleep well.
She doesn't respond to the first part, but then says, "Sleep well, Brielle."
Thanks.
Sylra, if she was like could hear this, she'd just like peek an eye open and be like, "What the heck is going on?"
I missed that last bit. Sorry.
What the heck is going on? Like with her eye open.
Well, you all turn in for the night and you get yourselves some rest. You all get your long rest. However, very early in the morning, you are awoken to the sound of something large being smashed into, and the sounds of scattered screaming throughout the town.
That Yeti.
He wants his foot back.
All right, well, on that note, I think we'll call it a night. I can't top that for a final line.